Like many of you out there, I too struggled to find the perfect phone mount for my Jeep Wrangler, but I think 67 Designs has come up with the solution. Mercy here, and welcome to Off-Road Medic, where we bring you first aid and safety awareness topics for the off-road and outdoor enthusiasts. Now, today's episode is a little different. We're doing a 2-year review of the 67 Designs phone mount holder for the JK Wrangler. Now, full disclosure, I am not affiliated with 67 Designs. I've had this for about 2 years. After having this for 2 years, I feel like I can give an honest, unbiased opinion about it. And I recall about 6 months after installing it, the grip backing right here started to peel off. And then the side grips also moved and came off. So then when I would put my phone in there, after each bump, it would start to slide down and eventually it would just fall out. And then shortly after that, the base itself began to give out. So the mount itself is very strong in regards to holding your phone, but trying to put your phone in there with a one-handed application, it caused the ball joint to move a lot, and then that's what happened. The 3M adhesive on the bottom of the base plate completely came off. And now the base just moves around freely, like it's no big deal. So this kind of defeats the purpose. I was expecting a bit of a better quality product, especially for the price point. I believe I paid around $70 for this, so I was expecting some better longevity in regards to quality. I didn't expect for it to go to shit 6 months in. So finally gave in. I contacted 67 Designs, and Pedro over at their customer service department was able to hook me up with a replacement base plate, because that was ultimately what the issue was, and then some replacement grips for the actual mount itself. So evidently, since I had bought that 2 years ago, 67 Designs actually went and redesigned their base plates, made it way sturdier, wider, it has more adhesive 3M tape all around. Alrighty, so to remove the old one, I'm just going to go ahead and untwist the carbon fiber arm right here. That comes loose. Next up, we're going to want to remove this little bolt right here. It is a 7mm socket. Bingo! Alright. Keep this though, don't lose it, because we're going to reuse it for the new base plate. And there we go. There's the old one. As you can see, much smaller. You can see here, these are the remnants of the 3M adhesive, as well as some super glue that I had applied to reinforce it, but after 2 years, clearly that didn't last. Alrighty, so after a quick wipe down and get rid of all the residue and all this crazy glue that was left over, it's time to install the new one. As you can see, it's twice as wide, super sturdy. Again, the 3M adhesive tape on the bottom and the front. And it does come with the option to put in a second ball joint, but I only needed one, so I just got the single one. So let's get this installed. I know it's a bit of a funny angle, but we're going to try to do the best we can to capture this. Of course, remember, you're going to want to keep the screw. We're going to reuse that. So I'm going to put that through. Hop in the front here so I can find that hole. Okay. Once you find the hole, go ahead and seat it in really well and push down, apply a lot of pressure. Make sure that's in and snug, and then we are going to tighten it. Alrighty, that looks so good. And now it's time to reinstall the carbon fiber arm and phone mount. Now I already went and put on the sticky adhesive replacement pieces, the back part and the side. These are holding up pretty well. I've already tested with the phone. So now we're just going to loosen up this end right here until it pops back on. Ball joint. A little bit more. And it's on. So now we just tighten. So a really unique thing that I enjoy about the 67 Design is it's got a 360 pivot rotation. You can orient this in a horizontal mode or a vertical mode. So for me, I use an iPhone 8 Plus, and I don't want this sitting up high because then the phone takes up the majority of the middle of my windshield, given that the JK windshield is already super narrow. So I try to put it as low as possible, and I just tighten it real good. Okay, and then with this other arm, actual phone mount itself, you can move this around and pivot this to whatever orientation you like. So I like my phone facing me and at a bit of an angle so we don't have too much glare. Somewhere around there looks good. So give everything a good last tighten. And that's it. So in my opinion, I think this is a great product. It'll last you a long time. The actual phone mount is very, very sturdy, and that's what you need. Now, just know that over time, the adhesive on the base may come off, but seeing that this new design is twice as wide, it puts less stress on the adhesive, so I don't foresee this new one coming off anytime soon. And you should also take into consideration that the adhesive backing here, the grip, may come off, as well as the side grip. Aside from the adhesive coming off the base plate and the phone mount, the rest of the structure is very, very sturdy. This carbon fiber arm has had no issues whatsoever, neither have either of the two connecting joints right here. Very sturdy, and you can crank down on these really hard to tighten them up. And one thing that made me choose this 67 Designs phone mount over the other ones was the sheer size of it. It's slim, it's got a slim profile, it's compact, it doesn't take up a whole lot of real estate up here in front. And it's sleek, it's sexy, it looks awesome.